about how to secure and protect those critical assets. I know I touched on this earlier, but cybercriminals are using increasingly advanced techniques to target your assets. Ensure you are employing those preemptive security measures I touched on earlier to help protect your domains. Measures such as a two-factor authentication, advanced locking, such as registrar or registry locking, restricting portal access to certain IP addresses, implement those forced password changes, and receive automated email notifications of every domain change. Put operational policies in place like limited account access. Not every stakeholder needs to have administrative access to your domain account. However, if they do, ensure that you're setting proper controls by limiting what they're able to do within the account. And always be sure to keep logins, passwords, and auth codes safe, and never reveal them within your domain management portal. So here is a quick review of MarkMonitor's security best practices. Follow these best practices will help you protect your critical domain assets, your domain management and DNS management account. Locking those core domains at the registry level whenever possible. Not only is it possible on TLDs like .com, .net, but there are several ccTLDs where we're able to provide that registry locking. Employ two-factor authentication for not only the domain management, but the DNS management account. Implement DNS monitoring, which essentially checks the DNS in your MarkMonitor portal against what is listed out the registry, and if there's a mismatch, we receive an alert, essentially. Never share login credentials for domains or DNS management portals. Disable the ability to edit core domains for all users. So you can grant access into an account and just limit what they're able to do, maybe just only read-only access. Continually manage and review secondary user accounts. Make that part of an exit program where as employees leave, you remove their access from the MarkMonitor portal. Require mandatory password updates, implement the IP access restrictions, and utilize a corporate-only registrar, one that has policies in place to protect those critical assets. The final tip for securing your critical access is when you're launching a new product. Prior to any launch, there are many important questions to be answered. For instance, where are the domains available? Will the product be launched globally or domestically? Do you need to register in a local language to support global promotions? Is confidentiality a concern? When you're checking the domain availability to see which domains are available, ensure that you are using a trusted WHOIS service. It's critical that the WHOIS service used is secure and that any domain searched remain confidential. And if you're launching a new brand domestically and there is a high tolerance for risk, your domain coverage will be on a smaller scale, focusing on those legacy GTLDs and select new GTLDs. And then again, if the product is launching globally and your main objective is to maximize the exposure, follow those steps I mentioned earlier with the all legacy GTLDs, select new GTLDs, and those top 10, 20, 25 ccTLDs. And finally, if privacy is of utmost concern, utilize a third-party registrar to ensure that your domains are completely masked.